Why Blacks Don't Deserve Reparations, Part 1. When talking about slavery reparations and compensating the descendants of domestic terror victims, what you'll see more often than not is the people against it tend to be your racists and your white supremacists. Why? Because admitting America's marginalization of blacks is the reason we have so much racial inequality would mean having white skin does not and has not ever made anyone superior to anyone. And for these people, that's too tough of a pill to swallow. They want to feel special. So what they'll do is come up with what I like to call turd talk. Some of you may know it as BS. They'll come up with literally anything, no matter how ridiculous, to make you think black people don't deserve restitution for over 200 years of free labor and over 300 years of domestic terror. My favorite turd talking point, which is one you'll hear most often, slavery was so long ago. Nobody alive is a slave and nobody alive owned a slave. I love it when people say this because what they're actually telling you is, yes, reparations are owed, but the parties they're owed to are too dead to collect, and the parties responsible are too dead to pay. Well, Mr. or Mrs. Turd Breath, you're right about reparations being owed, but you're wrong about the rest. Let me explain. When a crime is egregious enough, families or descendants of the victim can receive punitive damages on the victim's behalf. So we have parties to collect. Also, the responsibility to pay reparations goes far beyond individual slave owners. The responsibility lies on the American government that passed laws allowing these crimes to take place. Last I checked, America's government is still here, and so we have a party to pay. You know, it's funny, you bring up reparations and people say slavery was so long ago. But when you bring up gun control, these same people are quick to talk about an amendment that was written before the slaves were freed. And this is why reparations is owed, America, because you've treated people worse than you've treated pistols. You can email me at thereparationschannel@gmail.com or hit me on Twitter at reparations the. That's at reparations THE.